What if the perfect version of yourself you are striving for is a beautiful cage? We chase a fixed, flawless image, the peak career, the ideal body, the final, enlightened self, believing that once we attain it, we will be whole. We yearn for a garment of constancy in a life defined by change. But what if our greatest strength, our deepest truth, lies not in the destination, but in the chaotic, painful, and magnificent dance of becoming? In the silent, ink-black ocean of the cosmos, the moon drifted alone. She was a child of silver and shadow, and her heart was a hollow ache. Around her, the stars burned with a steadfast, unwavering fire. They were diamonds sewn onto velvet, each a perfect, singular note in the grand, silent symphony. They knew who they were. But the moon, she was a question without an answer. A ghost in the heavens. One night, a phantom sliver of a smile. The next, a bold, defiant shield of light, so bright it bleached the cosmos. And in between, 100,000 fractured, incomplete selves. She would gaze at her shimmering, unstable reflection in the solar winds and feel a profound and terrifying loneliness. "They are finished," she would whisper to the void, a single, perfect truth. And I? I am a broken melody, a story half told. I am everyone, and therefore, I am no one. This unending flux became an unbearable burden. And so, filled with a desperate longing, she traveled to the edge of the known universe, to the workshop of her mother, the eternal weaver. The weaver's loom was the size of a galaxy, its frame built from the bones of collapsed suns, its thread spun from the silk of nascent nebulae and the shimmering dust of comets' tails. Here, all things of permanence were woven into being. "Mother," the moon cried, her voice a tremor in the stillness. "I can no longer bear this fragmentation. Look at me. I am a spectre, a promise, a memory, but never a presence. I beg you, grant me a single form. Weave for me a gown of constancy." Her mother, whose eyes held the light of a billion dying stars and the darkness of all that was yet to be born, paused her celestial work. Her gaze was one of infinite, sorrowful love. "A gown, my wandering light? Of what thread would you have it made?" "From my best self," the moon declared. "Take the light of my fullest phase. The unbroken circle, the peerless glow, the moment I am whole and unafraid. Weave me a garment of that light, so that I may wear it forever. Fix me, mother. Make me one." The weaver did not speak. Instead, she reached out with fingers of starlight and plucked a single, brilliant thread from the moon's full face. It blazed in her hand, a filament of pure, undiluted glory. Then, she gently turned the moon, and from her shadowed, unseen side, she drew another thread, one of near-perfect darkness, the soft, velvety black of her new phase. She held the two threads before the moon. The thread of light pulsed with pride and power. The thread of darkness hummed with mystery and potential. "You ask for a gown of only this," the weaver said, holding up the brilliant strand. "But this light does not exist without this darkness. They are not two separate things, my child. They are the inhale and the exhale of your soul. To weave you a gown of only your fullest light is to suffocate the part of you that dreams in shadow. It is to blind the crescent that guides lost travelers. It is to silence the darkness that gives your brilliance its meaning and its power." She brought the two threads together, and where they touched, they did not merge, but instead created a soft, shimmering twilight, a gray of becoming. "To make you static," the weaver whispered, her voice like the rustle of asteroids, "is to make you a monument. A beautiful, lifeless statue in the sky. Your purpose is not to be, but to become. Your changing face is the timepiece of planets, the metronome for the ocean's hearts. Your inconsistency is the muse of poets, the hope of lovers. Mortals look to you not because you are perfect, but because you are in process. Like them. You show them that there is beauty in the sliver, grace in the growing, and peace in the fading. Your cycle is not your flaw. It is your story." The moon looked at the two threads, the blinding light and the deep, restful dark. For the first time, she did not see them as warring parts of a broken whole. She saw a rhythm. A dance. A living poetry. In the vast, silent canvas of space, she was not a failed star. She was the story of change itself, written in light. And for the first time, that felt like more than enough. We, like the moon, crave a gown of constancy. We curate our lives, showing only the full moon phase, the successes, the triumphs, the flawless selfies. We fear and hide our new moon moments of doubt, failure, and quiet becoming. This relentless pursuit of a fixed, perfect identity is the source of our deepest anxieties. We believe we are flawed for not being a finished product. But human nature, like the moon's, is cyclical. True authenticity is not found in achieving a static state of perfection, but in having the courage to embrace our entire, messy, beautiful cycle. The strength is not in being whole, but in the brave and endless process of gathering our scattered pieces. Stop searching for the one, final version of yourself that will grant you peace. That flawless garment does not exist. You are the weaver and the thread, the brilliant light and the sacred darkness. Your story is not a static portrait to be admired, but a living, breathing tapestry, woven from every phase of your being. This is not your weakness. It is your cosmic, undeniable glory. This is the wisdom of Filiarium.